All right, Atlanta Westside, here is a quick video on parking at Boyd Elementary for our Sunday services for your first service. So the first thing to call out is that I'm driving south on Johnson Road Northwest at the moment. Boyd Elementary is right off Johnson Road Northwest, but as you can see on my left and my right, there are bike lanes on either side, and so there's no parking allowed on Johnson Road. So to avoid getting ticketed or towed, please do not park on Johnson. And like I said, I'm heading south, so on my right you can see the West Highland community that's been passing me. So I'm entering the stop sign right up here, and to my right, I want to call this out. This is Habershall Drive. Habershall is a public street, but we do not want you parking on Habershall Drive because it's a highly residential area, and it's just best to stay in one of our two parking sites. The main site being right as we're pulling up, Boyd Elementary. So Boyd Elementary can fit between about 120 and 140 cars, probably 80 to 90% of the congregation on Sundays. And key to parking at Boyd Elementary is that there's going to be a parking volunteer, actually about 6 or 7 parking volunteers there each Sunday to help you navigate where to park, because we want to be able to fit as many cars as possible to fit as many members of the congregation as possible on campus. We've got a little bit of a parking system designed. It's basically called back to front. So we want to park at the very back of Boyd and work all of our cars back to the entrance of Boyd. So I'm currently parked at the entrance, and this will essentially be the last spot to be filled up on the Boyd campus. So when the Boyd campus gets filled up, there will be a van running back and forth from Rockdale Street. Rockdale Street is also right off of Johnson Road, and we'll go there in just a second, but I'm gonna take you a quick tour through here. So what you don't wanna do is, if you pull up here and you see this spot right here available on a Sunday morning, you don't just wanna jump in that first spot. You wanna let the parking team guide you to the ideal spot. So we're at the upper end of the parking lot right now. And I'm coming around, and if you check out these 3 cars right here, this is basically where we're going to have a passenger drop-off zone. So you can pull in there, drop off your passengers, and keep going to your designated parking spot on Sunday morning. To my left, and you will see, this is what we're going to call the reserved parking lot. That's basically going to be reserved for families with young children. It's also going to be reserved for handicap parking, as well as a newcomer. So there's going to be a good bit of newcomer parking. And as you can see, these cars right here parked on the right, that's just what you're going to do. You're going to be parked nose to tail, just like these cars are on the right, except we want you to go down as far as possible. We don't want you to park at the very first spot available. We want you to go down as far as possible so we can fit as many cars in this parking lot as possible. So we're getting close to the, this is the main road. We've been driving down the main road on Boyd Elementary's campus. And you can see in the distance is the exit to this main road. But over here to the right, there's actually a lower parking lot. So if you're a volunteer, we advise you to drive and come park in this lower parking lot first. So if you're a volunteer, come to these are designated parking spots. Not reserved, but you know, they're called out with these white lines here. Very intuitive to park there. So we're going to encourage you to go down there and park there first if you arrive before the parking team does. So I'm coming down to the end of the lower lot. I'm doing a little turnaround here. Feel free to use this on Sunday mornings. There will be again, there will be a parking volunteer guiding you on the way to park in this unique little circular space. We think we can get over 20 cars in there if we'll, with some of the advice of with the parking team. And also to call out is that we want to, some of the idea here for parking is that every car will be able to get out whenever they would like during the service. So if you let's say you want to leave the service a little bit early and you need to get to your car for some reason, part of the idea is that we don't want to block anybody in. So everything that we're doing from a parking system perspective is going to be designed to where you can get to your car and get out at any moment. So we want to be conscientious not to park right behind other cars where they don't have the ability to back out and such. So your parking team will help you navigate that. And you know, I'm going to catch up to where we are right now, and that we're driving. I've exited the Boyd campus, and we're now driving north on Johnson Road Northwest, coming back to the stop sign that we were at just a little bit earlier. And what I'm taking you to now is Site B, or the second parking site for Westside services on Sunday. And this is where we're going to park on Rockdale Street. So as I'm going north on Johnson Road Northwest, if you noticed, I took a left coming out of Boyd's campus. Perhaps I dropped off some passengers in the drop-off zone, and I'm heading to Rockdale Street because the Boyd lot is full. You know, it's like 10:20 in the morning, that kind of thing. So the easy thing about finding Rockdale Street is once you pull out of Boyd's campus and you're going north on Johnson Road, it's literally the very next right turn that is an actual street. You'll know the difference between some of these little side roads and Rockdale Street. So it's going to be your very next right turn. It's 0.8 miles north of Johnson Road, and there's going to be a van running, 15 passenger van from Paul Kids. It's going to be shuttling Rockdale Street parkers back and forth from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. and from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. So there will be a van, and it'll probably be making somewhere between 3 and 6 minute intervals. And I'm just going to pull right onto Rockdale Street now. And when you get to Rockdale, yeah, just wait for this van. We'll pick you up, and it's only a 2-minute drive. So as you saw from the video, pretty quick. Know that once you park here, there's going to be a security guard stationed here from 9:30 in the morning to 1:30 in the afternoon. So you got a little bit of time to get back to your car, and you could even come and park here a little bit earlier. Your car will be watched. There's a pretty good vantage point from up top here to where you can see all the available cars for the most part on Rockdale Street, and it's pretty easy. You can park double wide in this parking area and just nose to tail. And there will also be a Westside parking volunteer here to greet you and answer any questions. But I do want to advise that there's a business right here and a business right here, and so there's a couple of no parking signs there. But this whole area right here will be pretty easy to find should be pretty easy to find a parking spot. So just you can wait in your car for the van to come around, or you can hop out and get some fellowship going and meeting some other folks that are waiting on the van. But that van will be coming around pretty quickly, and but it will be ending at 11 o'clock so that we can make the service. And yeah, we hope that this is a between Boyd Elementary's campus with 80 to 90% of the congregation parking there, and Rockdale is sort of an overflow parking spot. We hope it's a pretty intuitive Sunday morning. My name is Jackson Harris. Please email me at jackson.harris22@gmail.com if you have any questions. I would be happy to help you out, and hope this video has been helpful for you navigating your first service for Atlanta Westside, trying to park at Boyd Elementary. We're excited to invite you to see the things that the Lord is going to be doing through this place. And all right, thanks guys, bye.